You got Google Maps, AT&T Nav. Why you want to pay for a Nav service when it's built into your phone, I don't know, but it is available. The first month is free. You can try it out. Afterwards, they start charging you. Yellow Pages Mobile, AT&T Music. Yeah, that's what it is. You can stream music from AT&T. Again, they charge you for that. Also, if it ever loads here. Anyway, all right. Mobi TV. Somehow, in the minute that I used it, this thing thought that I used all 4 minutes of my trial. And since I was connected to Wi-Fi, it didn't pick up my 3G right away. There it is. So I can't actually show you the quality of this, but it's not bad. It's not great either. But I mean, if you just want to catch up on some sports highlights, or if you're sitting in a waiting room and you want to watch some news or whatever, it's a decent channel selection. It's got a lot of them. So that's that. It's pretty cool. Not much else to say about it, really. The Android market, it's locked down. I don't know if you heard, but AT&T restricts any third-party applications from getting into your Android market. So that means you're stuck with the official ones. I guess according to AT&T, that holds developers more responsible for their product, but really, I mean, it does kind of limit you on what you can get. It's the same thing on the HTC Aria. It doesn't really matter what Android AT&T phone you have. They're all currently locked down. Hopefully that changes. Android's getting more and more popular, so hopefully AT&T will kind of see the light and see that no other manufacturer's really doing that, and they'll change their ways. But the YouTube app here, if you click the camera, it brings up the actual video camera, so you can upload right to YouTube. Otherwise, you can just search. Going to the apps, I'll go over what's all in here. All Share is pretty cool. It allows you to play files from your phone on another device. It allows you to play files from your computer onto another device. And then the last one, I just want to make sure I get it right, so I'll wait to connect my Wi-Fi here. Connected. Allows you to play files from a server on another player from your phone. I'll just, for demonstration purposes, I'll just play a video off my computer. Got a quick little car video here I'll show you. Kind of a fan of Porsches here, so let's load up real quick. Turn it around and show you this. Loads pretty quick. Again, obviously you're not going to get anything super high definition here or anything. We'll turn the volume down. But it'll get you by. This will be something great for if you're hanging out in the living room with your girlfriend, she's watching Dancing with the Stars, or So You Think You Can Dance, you don't want to watch that, just, pull up some Family Guy episodes on your TV or from your computer or whatever. It's nice, it allows you to pass the time if somebody's watching TV and it's not what you want to watch. So, something pretty cool, and it's free. There's not like a trial for it or anything, so that's always nice. All right, AT&T Family Map, let's let you find your family members. AT&T Hotspots is actually pretty cool. Let's say you're driving around and you gotta hop on Wi-Fi for whatever reason. You just type in your zip code. I don't know why it doesn't allow find via GPS, but whatever. And then it'll bring up the nearest AT&T hotspots to that zip code. So if you kind of zoom in here so you can see it. You got McDonald's, Barnes & Noble, Starbucks. What's nice is it even shows you the prices too. So Barnes & Noble's $4 for 2 hours. It tells you the SSIDs and everything. So it's pretty nice. If you need Wi-Fi, this will actually help you find it pretty quick. AT&T Maps, again, compared to Google Maps, I mean, why would you use it? AT&T Music, AT&T Nav, again, you pay for it or you get it free from Google. Again, that doesn't make much sense to me. AT&T Radio is kind of like streaming online radio. And then all these other apps weren't really included with the phone, barcode scanner and some benchmarks and stuff, but I kind of put them on there. I'll show you the contacts. Obviously with the Hummingbird processor, it's 1 gigahertz, allows you to scroll through these things, just fly through them. Got the letters on the sides, so you can just kind of scroll through your contacts by letter, which is nice. Let's see, next. The gallery is obviously just your photos, instant messaging, which is pretty cool. I don't know how many people are still using regular, instant messengers, but for those who are, this will be nice. You can connect to AIM, Windows Live, or Yahoo. Obviously, with Android being intertwined with Gmail extensively, most people are just going to be using Google Talk. But if you're a big AIM, Windows Live, or Yahoo user, this will be nice for you. Cruise on back. Again, maps, markets, memo. It's just like it sounds. It allows you to write quick memos to yourself, whether for grocery lists or things you want to keep track of. Mini diary, mobile banking. If you don't lose your phone, then I guess you can. I mean, feel more secure about this, but it allows you to check balances, transfer funds, pay bills. You have to actually enter in like your bank, like your online banking info and everything. I don't know about you personally. I don't know. I like technology and everything. I still don't trust that. That's where I draw the line for putting my financial info on something that's so easily losable or stealable. You know what I mean? So, but if you don't worry about that, or if you got some security stuff on your phone, go ahead. You can do it with this, built in, and it's free. Let's see, the music player. A lot of these songs came with the phone. Some I just put on for ringtones. I don't really have much. It's pretty cool though. This little feature is kind of like obviously cover flow. Allows you to just scroll through your music. Here, I'll just play something real quick. Just tap on the CD, it plays. One thing too about the speaker on this thing, hit some buttons here. The speaker's loud. So if you want this thing is in the room while you're cleaning or whatever, that'll be easily hearable. Now playing, let's pause this. Alright. Nice, that was the music player. My Files is nice. It's kind of like, obviously, Astro, something like that. It doesn't have quite the functionality, but that's the basics. You can send via Bluetooth, and you can send via email. But otherwise, if you want a lot of functionality, I would still probably get Astro. But it's nice to have it, see it built in. Google Nav, obviously. Other than that, you got Where, which is basically like a Foursquare app. Lets you tell everybody where you are at this second. If you're into that, that's cool. And then that's pretty much it. Some of these other apps I just installed on my own for testing purposes. Twitter wasn't installed on the phone. With Seismic. Probably the best thing hardware-wise, like internals about this phone, is the GPU. It's quick. Let's bring up a Nintendo emulation here. Throw up some Contra. My Nexus 1 would actually, as powerful as a phone that is, it would lag. It wouldn't be huge and choppy, but it would be noticeable, I guess, lag. It wouldn't be super smooth. This thing, buttery smooth. As you can see, it's not any lag at all. I can just cruise around, shoot guys, get my machine gun here, wait for it. Oh, and I died. Now I lost my machine gun. But anyway, this thing's great. But this is one of those things that will drain your battery. Not gonna lie, this is one of the things that drains your battery the quickest. So if you're playing a lot of games, a lot of emulators, obviously that's gonna drain your battery. But hey, that's why you have USB chargers. You can just bring it wherever you go. So pretty cool. That's enough of this. I love these emulators. They're awesome. It helps pass the time. Other than that, let's go to the features real quick. Settings. Applications. Manage applications. You can't really manage what's running. It just shows you the downloaded ones. Like on my Nexus with Froyo, you can do all applications downloaded. Oh, battery's low. All right. So that's kind of a bummer. Other than that, obviously you can't do third-party apps. Show you here. It's running Android 2.1. You got the baseband, the kernel. If you're into that and everything. But really, that's the phone. Not much else to say about it. Love the display. The touch interface is very accurate. I like it better than my Nexus. I was also definitely surprised at how much difference the 0.3 inches on the screen. It's a 4-inch Super AMOLED screen. My Nexus is 3.7, and I really appreciate the extra screen real estate. I didn't think it would. It's the same resolution, 480 by 800, but I like the extra, physical size a lot more. So obviously with phones like the Droid X, that's 4.3. It's even bigger. That's a huge phone, though. A lot of people aren't going to like having that in their pocket. This, I think, is perfect. So that's it. I'm Scott from Talk Android, and thanks for watching.